Yes.
Your show record, attention, audio, video. Do you show a record button on yours?
It shows recording on the bottom, on the left, top left. Yes, it's recording.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyhow, hello, Gilbert. How's it going?
Good. Hi, Stephen. How are you doing today?
Good, good. No complaints. We had to cancel our chat that we had scheduled previously. You had some personal issues that you had to take care of. I
Yes.
was out of electricity. The whole house was out. And so by the time the electricity came back, I says, you know what? I really don't need to do a recording of a video right now. So anyhow, I'm glad we could get together, and let's start right out. We got about 40 minutes to talk, and I know there's a lot of things you have on your mind. So I'm going to let you do most of the talking, but firstly, I have a lot of friends that want to watch this that may not be three cushion players or not even Q people. So if you don't mind just doing just a small little summary of yourself so people know who you are.
Okay. My name is Gilbert Najm. I'm originally Lebanese. I grew up between Lebanon and France. I came to the States in 2006. I graduated architecture, and after I did some businesses, and I've been playing the game since I was 13 years old and competing on professional level at the age of 17. I loved billiards and I love the United States.
Well, those are two very good choices. We met back in 2009, and actually I picked you up at the airport because you decided to play in the USBA. Actually, it was called the Olhausen USBA Open, and all the best players were there. And let me see if I can actually pull up. And of course, we can't. So I thought we would start out with, do you see something on the screen on your end?
No, just you and the background. No images.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to read this post, and that's what prompted our conversation. And I quote, "My heart is just not into it anymore. Talent and perseverance will only get you so far without genuine passion. If you're in the game, but the lights aren't on upstairs, meaning that you're not really interested in the process or the outcome, are distracted with thoughts about other things in your life, are no longer having fun, and basically can't wait for it to be over, then maybe this just isn't the sport for you. And that's okay. Don't stay in it because of pressure from other people or because you want a reason to do what your friends are doing. Life is too short for that. If you don't love the sport or don't crave to do your best at that particular endeavor, then find something else that you will feel that way about. Maybe it's another sport. Lots of athletes start out in one sport and then later find more enjoyment in another." So that's the post that you put on, I assume it was Facebook.
Yes.
And then there was a lot of people, trying to give you advice, which was very nice. Everybody understands that sometimes we have highs and lows. And that is what's prompting this conversation, you and I. So let's get into it. What is eating Gilbert Najm, and what should we do about it?
Well, Stephen, this has been giving a lot of thought through maybe the past 8 years, I would think. When I came to the States 2006, I watched the Nationals in LA and professional players, competition. I enjoyed it. I quit billiard for 12 years because of college and work in Dubai. And when I came here, I wanted to go back and practice again and try to focus on the game and try to enjoy it. For the viewers to play three cushion, you need to enjoy the game. You need not only to love, but just to feel the enjoyment and have fun in every moment. And in the past, I would say like 5 years, I've been missing the enjoyment of the game. This enjoyment is part of it. Is not only because of me or because of work or because of stress of life. I have no stress. I enjoy my life every day. But the people who runs the organizations, when you play billiards on a professional level, means you want to go play competition. You look up for federations, you look up for organizers for billiard tournaments, and you go there and you watch the place is running like 30, 40 years ago. The game has changed. The players we look as we need to evolve. We need to have a process. You start with billiards in the small game, the one cushion, the three cushion, whatever it is, and you start going up the ladder. You take lessons, you improve. You want to compete. The competition in the States is really difficult because not only the long distance, the expenses when you travel from a tournament to another. I play one tournament, two tournaments a year. The best I was in the USBA in the United States as far as nationals. I get top 6 in 2014, and in 2020 top 6 too. So number 6. It means nothing. It just we try to look to improve and get the better ranking. And 1 or 2 tournaments a year are not possible. So everybody plays the game, deserve a shot. We all love the game. There are people who loves it more than others. We have a common things. We have an ego, and we have selfishness.
No.
Okay. I try to compete. I try to enjoy, but let me put it this way. We're not the smartest players, we think it's a sport. Rikuchen is a sport, and whatever I say right now, people are not gonna like it, but that's how I feel at the moment. That's my opinion. I'm not gonna try to change nobody, and people if they're gonna comment and enjoy my video, they're mostly welcome. We travel to play a tournament. We spend $2,000 to play a tournament. An event. If you want to go across the country, we close like LA, want to go to New York to play a tournament. The prize money, third place will be $1,800. So if you play a field of 40 or 50 players, and if you get third, you might break even or lose money. So playing a competition is not only about having fun, but you want to have a common sense. None of the tournament in this country, in the state, for the past 10 years makes sense at all. We think we promote the game by making a tournament where the top players make the money. And everybody is waiting from federations, and we're going to go to federation right now, USBA or organizers or whatever you want to call them. Everybody waiting for Santa Claus, the richest man to run the organization, waste their money from 40 years ago, George Aronak, uh, many, I mean, people just very quick to Jerry Karch, besides if you like them or not, to Jim Chovak, what we did, we create events, we injected money. We didn't have a lot of sponsors. We were on the board of the USBA, me and you.
Yes.
And after we make a tournament, right? And these players come from all over the country and across the America, which is, I love it. It's a nice competition. And the winner takes the money, right? And we split the money top 16. So if you get third place, you get 18. Number one, you get $4,000. And if you play 2 tournaments a year, it's not enough money for nothing. So actually, it's like a little vacation for most of the players. To me, I don't look at the vacation. I look it up. I want to improve. I want to have a system with the federation where you have a ranking, you have a points, you have a 12, 15, 30 tournaments a year. The tournaments has to be designed in a place where make convenient to the players to play, and locally, or you don't have to travel 2,000 miles or 600 miles to play a tournament. That's the way I see the game. I see it. You need to improve. You need to collect points. You need to look up for the other players like Pedro Piedrabuena, Hugo Patino, all the top players. Try to beat them. And with the format we have, it's impossible to win. For the viewers who's not familiar, in the States, we play tournaments 30 points. Or 40 points, no shot clock, no digital scoreboard, no referees. And the players can take their time as much as they want at the table. So some players like, and I'm not criticizing Pedro or others, I myself, I'm not the fastest player, but some people take minute and a half. And when you play chess against top players, if there is no shot clock, it's impossible for you to win. Okay, it's impossible. There is no way. There is a little chance, 10%, but this chance would increase if you have a shot clock, if you have a referee, if you have people don't drink during the games, if you have a respect more for the games, you have a better chance. For players like me, now players who's used to play the game in a coffee shop with a loud music, they don't care, they don't do anything, it doesn't matter for them. I choose my tournaments in a way I want to enjoy the tournament as far as atmosphere, professionalism, focus. It's like a job. But at the same time, you need to improve and you need to play more competition.
Well, let me, you mentioned shot clock and the fact that there are some players that are excruciatingly slow. And it's not good for the game. It's not good for the competitor that's competing against that person either. It affects a lot of, it affects the schedule of the next matches for that matter. What do you think it is intentional that it was designed that way? Or is it that we just don't have the manpower to have someone, setting the clock each time the person starts? And, is that part of the problem? Is it a manpower issue? Go ahead.
Probably it's a combination of many things. People don't want to be responsible of it. We don't have enough budget to pay somebody to referee the game. Okay, we expect everything to be perfect. I played competition in LA where people answered the phone 3 times during the game. Okay, just to let you know, that's how insulting it is. So you keep up with little things. And about intentional, maybe it's intentional. People are, they have to play their games, you know what I mean? And people, they're stronger when they're slower, then they're faster at the table. But this is not their fault. There is no rule in this.
I don't misunderstand. I'm not asking if that individual player is intentionally playing slow. I'm asking if the tournament director is intentionally not having time clocks for whatever reason.
Well, it's a budget thing, but nowadays we're in 2022, we're getting 2023. We don't have digital boards. Most of the rooms we don't have a clock, and nobody want to be responsible of it. Even tournament directors, I don't remember. I played one tournament for the past 14 years. That was at Hector Ocampo $1 million when we had all the Vietnamese, the world class players came in because he has a software built into the screen. And we put the shot clock when you go to the seat, you push the button and you sit. Even sometimes you miss it, but that's a proper way of addressing it. 30-second shot clock or 40 seconds. It makes the tournament go smooth. It doesn't cost much, but I don't think it's intentional. I think I don't know. We have issues with the federations. We have issues in billiards in general, and nobody want to talk about it because they want to keep good relations with people. They don't want to point fingers. And I'm not here to judge nobody, but what the federation is doing. Who's the president today of the federation, by the way? Appointed Andy Janquito. Mason got appointed. He quit 2 weeks later. Who's running the federations? Why the Nationals the last 3 times were in New York or back east? Is it because Michael Kang have it in his room? There nobody want to have it. Who's making these calls? We had the McCreary tournament organized by Irali, right? Nobody was involved. I've been playing this game for 15 years here. I've been on the board of the federation of the USBA. I talk federation for the viewers. I call it federation for the United States Federation. So.
Sure.
Nobody got involved. Nobody has been asked questions. Everyone been secret. The tournament cost millions of dollars, and we say we want to promote billiards. You don't promote billiard this way. You promote billiards by getting a junior, by youth. You teach them the game. You teach them the free game or the one cushion or the three cushion, and you follow up with them. And the budget you give to the players or to the federation, give the money. Pick a player. We have a lot of good instructor in this country. A lot of them. Okay. You give them money, go get a gathering in a place, and you do clinic every 3 months. When I was on the board, it's strange. This was 10 years ago. I said, if we have 5 tournament directors, if each tournament director or each of one area was responsible only to bring one new player to the game and give them a free time on the table, which is possible, and try to teach them, okay, and try to get proper instruction. Every year, you'll have 5 players. Within 10 years, you have 50 players. 50 players averaging between 850 and 111. And if you do this, you build the game. But no one wants to build the game. Nobody want to do it. And I don't want to support them. And I don't want to play their tournaments unless it makes sense.
They don't want to build the game, or they don't want to be responsible for trying to build the game. They don't mind the game being built just so long they don't have to do it. How's that?
Yeah, they don't have to do it. Well, let me put it this way. I'm super transparent with you, with the viewers. We have donations coming from David Levine, from Bob Jewett. Okay, where the money goes. Okay, I'm a lifetime member with the USBA. I paid my lifetime membership. Okay, what happened? I don't deserve to know what's the budget of the USBA. I don't deserve what's the schedule. Go to USBA website. All you see is World Cup that organized by Predator and Ira Lee, which is great. I'm not against it, but don't say we're promoting three cushion in the United States. You are not promoting three cushion. You are making beautiful billiards in this country. What's beautiful about it? Tell me what's it. I mean, I want to be as a player that at the moment are frustrated from the game and the way it has been run. And I've been proposed to be a president of the federation by 2 people. And I said, I cannot do it. And I want to play. I want to enjoy the game. But frustrations at the moment is very high. Okay. And people are not gonna like what I'm saying, but that's the truth. You don't promote billiards by giving the big prize money to the most to the best player or to the best three, or people coming from uh, South America or Mexico or World Championship, Codron, Blonda. You know what I mean? You don't.
Sure.
It's good when they're here because they give us motivation, and it will create attention. Let me put it this way. I love them. I spent time with the best players in the world. I took lessons over the years from the Blondal, the Codrons, the Zanetti, the Bill Smiths, the Allen, George Ashby, you want to name it, the Tehran, I'm serious. I spent a lot of hours, and all of these players, they're very, very educated and very, very good players. Unbelievable talents. Okay. And I'm saying this from my heart. The game needs to be changed, and we're not doing anything. You go to a tournament, the average age in the tournament are 50 years old, 60 years old. Okay, nothing wrong with being old but what about the young people? Oh, we got few young people, we take picture next to them that really young. They don't show up. One tournaments, you know what I mean? And they don't show up. So we're gonna have an issue. We're having an issue, and we're gonna have more issue with the game.
Well,
that's the way I see it.
There's more than one issue. According to what I'm showing on the screen, we have 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to talk. That is a problem too. So, I mean, we're obviously going to have to go to phase 2 on this very quickly, but I think some of the technical issues at first expended some time, unfortunately. But we finally have the United States finally has a World Cup again.
Thank God.
We had one last year. I think the one this year in Vegas is in February. Don't quote that on. Don't quote me on
February,
that.
yes, end of
February. Okay. Is that a meaningful a thing for what you're kind of wanting to promote? Or is this just the same old, and you got Dick Jaspers, I can rattle through all the names, as you know, and they're the one that's going to win it. Does that help?
I don't care who wins it. It's the process. I don't care who wins it. I hope we let Pedro win it or Hugo. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I support them. I would love them to see them winning. I have no. I'm not. I don't envy them or anything. I want the game to be healthy, having fun. This is not the point. Don't say we're promoting billiards. This is one stop of the World Cup in Vegas, and you're making money from the tables, from the organizer. You're making money. This is a business. So let's put it this way. It's not free. I work for free at the Elks Lodge, at the billiard room. I have 2 businesses. I come here. I put 20 hours, 30 hours a week for free. I volunteered to be here. So don't say I promote while you're making money. This is not promote. Okay.
Right. Exactly. Well, how about the Elks Club? Do you have a youth program where you're teaching young players there?
Yeah, I have 2 players. They're very talented. One of them in the pool and one of them is free cushion. But again, my time is limited. I'm not expecting much from them to go on this route, and I don't think I want them to go on this route because of the money. I want them to be successful in life, go learn something, do something different where you can make a living.
Do you what right now as we speak with less than 1 minute? Do you see yourself getting back into 3 cushion? I'm not saying that you wouldn't or couldn't, and I'm not asking you to commit yourself or whatever, but as it is right